Greetings, one all. Welcome back to Code Weaver Plays Games. This is take 2 on attempting to start this stream. I'm going to switch right on over into the camera here because I screwed that up in my last attempt to start this stream. So, what am I doing? I'm playing The Climb 2, the second in the climbing series, VR climbing series. This is one that runs natively on the headset. And the reason I'm doing that is because there is no running on PC version of the Climb 2 as far as I'm aware. Now, I did the PC version on the Climb 1 because it was originally designed for the Rift or the Rift S at any rate. Hang on, it keeps whining and I have to recenter the camera. I don't remember how to recenter the camera. I will have to figure that out as I go. That's the which way to go path, which is great. Very curious. Okay. So what happens if I walk over here? I can't remember how to recenter the camera. Only when you go to demonstrate to someone else, right? Notifications, enter pass through. Don't know if that matters. I guess. I am in the center of my room, so that's better, and I hope it doesn't whine at me. Where are we going? Let's get right back into this. So I'm testing out my Quest 3 headset. I'm testing out the Quest Pro versus Quest 3 controllers because you can use the Quest Pro controllers on the Quest 3. Why? Because the Quest 3 controllers, they are tracked by the headset, like the original Quest 2 controllers were. That makes the controllers a little easier a little less costly to produce. They're the ones that come stock with that particular headset. But what it does mean, the Quest Pro controllers are self-tracked, which are the ones I'm currently using, because unlike some of my other explorations of these controllers, I'm going to do these ones first. But when they self-track, it means that when they go behind your back, behind your head, where they're outside of the view of the cameras on the headset, they still track. Now that doesn't really matter much when most of your activities are in front of you. But if you're doing anything that goes behind your head, like when you're reaching back to grab something or you're holding on to something and bring it back, on a game where hand position matters a lot, this may be relevant. So we're gonna explore that. Now, if you're interested, I have done a couple of different swords and sorcery kind of games. In fact, I think one of them was called Swords and Sorcery, Swords and Sorcery Nomad. I also did Dungeons of Eternity, and they both have archery portions to them. And when you draw your hand back with a bow, the hand comes behind your ear if you're sort of drawing a full sort of bow draw. And if you hold your hand back behind your head, that's another situation in which I noticed that there were occasional tracking issues. Is this going to convince anybody that they really, really need the more expensive Quest Pro controllers? I kind of don't think so for most people, but enthusiasts might be interested. So, and I just want to play this game because I really like the game and I need a little exercise, so let's get right into it. It's getting late and I want to get on with it. So all this is grab, and I'm going to go fairly fast here. I'm even going to try to do this while I'm describing how the game works for those people who haven't seen me do this a million times. There's a stamina bar. If you're grabbing with one hand for too long, the stamina bar goes down unless you do this sort of half trigger or what I call a half puck grip. That enables you to hold on with one hand for longer. Now here I'm going to try to drop onto this one. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. And so it's largely about the stamina. Your hands get sweaty, stamina gets used up more quickly. notice that in this particular game, oh, I love that. Okay, in this particular game, the chalk is easier to get on your hands. Now I can only really go on the marked handholds, and there's nothing down here, so we're gonna go up. Now, one of the things I do like about Climb 2 is that when you go around corners, it doesn't automatically jerk the camera around to follow. I mean, it defaults to that mode, but you can turn it to a mode where if you grab around a corner, it doesn't suddenly turn you around. You actually have to turn your body. And I like that because I want to keep my body in motion, get a little bit of lower body action, because I don't have a complicated like full body gear setup or anything like that. Most people, ooh, hello buddy. Most people don't. I do not, at least not yet. So I'm just going up. Okay, we're gonna do a checkpoint. Now, do we go over and then up, or do we go up and then over? Let's go over and then up. So, they did a better job here at doing grippable areas on both sides of a lot of the rigs. A lot of the gravel areas you can get on both sides. Oh, and I fell to my death. Why? Because I ran out of stamina. But I did get to the checkpoint before that happened. All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna get any bonus points for a flawless climb, but that's not the point of this. So all I'm really doing is hand over hand. I'm not doing anything really terribly weird and wild that way. I can, oh hi. I can go any which direction I want. In fact, isn't that interesting? Hang on. I'm going to fling myself over here because I noticed that there's an interesting route that takes a slightly more difficult path here. These are breakable, so I gotta be quick. Grab, grab, grab. That one's not breakable, but it's small. All right, so I'm gonna drop and switch, grab and then grab. Isn't that more fun? So we just found an alternate route. There's lots of alternate routes. And we're just making good progress. Hand over hand. There's nothing really big deal about this. It's just basically, check that out. Checkpoint. I quickly check to make sure that the stream does appear to be behaving itself. Although once again, I am noticing that the casting is misbehaving. It's not getting good fidelity on the casting. So I'm going to quickly pop out, and I'm going to, it's not good on the casting. Don't know why it's been doing this lately. I didn't used to have this problem as far as I remember. My machine, my PC should be powerful enough because it's not actually doing any of the rendering. So I have to keep an eye on it to make sure that it's still doing its job. I don't think it's the game. I don't think it's the headset. Okay, you gonna behave yourself? Apparently not. And it seems to stop at the drop of a hat too, which is really weird. Haven't quite figured that out yet. And quickly look around my environment, which by the way is really beautiful. You never get a sense, as I keep saying, you never really get a sense of all right, seems to be behaving itself now. I never get a sense of how beautiful a 3D environment, a virtual 3D environment is until you're standing in it. It just does not, you don't get a sense of the depth that you feel when you're actually standing here. Now, this rendering level seems to be at the resolution of the Quest 3 headset, I think, at least the Quest Pro level. Maybe the Quest 2? I don't know. It's better than the PC version was conveying Rift S level visuals to the headset from the Climb 1. Everything's crisper, but maybe with not a lot of frivolities. And we did see some critters, so that's nice. Anyway, let's get right on with this. This isn't about the visuals, it's about the controllers. So we can go left to right. Let's go this way. Oh, hi, buddy. Okay, and up. Keep an eye out for interesting paths. Oh, those are big stretches. That's okay. Some big stretches are good because it helps me make the most use out of, oh, I think that's the lower path over there. Gives me the chance to get the most use out of the exercise I'm getting from this. This is mostly upper body. Mind you, these self-tracking controllers are actually noticeably heavier than the standard controllers, which for some people that might be a problem. For me, it's actually interesting. Now look at this. Up. Oh, look at that. I don't know if I've ever been up that weird route before, but I'll take it. And that's probably from coming around the underside of the mountain somehow. There's quite a few different routes. That's fine. So we're just going to go around the corner here and up to this checkpoint. How's the visuals on that? I do not get that. I have to assume it doesn't like my network for some reason, the new headset. Maybe? Or it's trying to cast too much data because this is a higher resolution. I don't know. But then why does it start out okay and then gets all saucy? I apologize for the visuals. I don't know what to do about that. It starts out okay when I first start the casting, and then it gets really bad. Oh well, I don't know what to do about that. If it's a firmware thing on the Quest 3, then there's seriously nothing I can do about it. And if it's a hardware thing for my computer and or network, well, I'm gonna have to upgrade that eventually. When I get to the next mountain, I will definitely reset the casting. See if I can do anything about that. All right, and up we go to here, and I'll grab this. Yeah. Okay. Actually don't know which way to go here. Okay, let's get an idea on, oh, and that would be me falling to my death. Reason why is I hit the jump button instead of the find me a path button. Don't like where they placed that. But it's saying go up, so presumably this is the route up to here that I could have come from a different direction. That's fine, so it's telling me to go this way. I will not argue. I guess I'm trying to just really get up there, aren't I? Launch. Okay. And we are up. Beautiful. Now ordinarily, if I were unlocking this, I would go through, yeah, just hit continue please. I would go through the I did the canyon. Guess I did. Yes, I did Rust Falls. Ordinarily, I would do the easy levels and everything if I were unlocking this. I have unlocked everything already, so we're just going straight on into the medium because I'm going to do easy and medium and try to find some interesting situations where I'm doing a lot of behind the back things or throwing myself off mountains things, and most of the easy maps will not have that. Oh, look at that. It's finally contacted the server. On a professional, let's go do this. Yeah, you can maintain stamina by using the half press technique. I call it the half puck technique because of the puck indicator on your wrist, but half press technique is what they call it. Okay, taking a step back here. Recenter myself in my room. Am I recentered? No, I'm a little close to my desk if I'm being honest. Alright, here we go. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Okay. Shall we go this way? Let's go this way. What's over here? Nothing below us, and except for like 500 feet down into the ocean. I might survive that fall. Don't really want to test it though. Oh, look at that. Okay. So here's a new challenge. Brush off the rocks. And then we're going to fling ourselves up and get to a checkpoint. Now I've got a couple of different ways to go. We can go straight up, but I'm kind of inclined to go over just to make this interesting. Now I'm going to go this way. Okay, I'm going to do some hand change-ups here. Now here's what I got to do. These are all breakable. Now I can try to fling myself all the way over. What I'm going to do is try to really rapidly get to that other thing by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we go. And double hand grab. If you can't guarantee you're going to get that half puck grip. Oh, I didn't restart the stream, did I? Well, so be it. It's unfortunate, but seems to have settled down. Some compression artifacts. It's gotta be my network stream. It has got to be my router just being really crappy about it. I don't know. I think it's probably time I upgraded my whole kit because I've had some of this gear for a while. Okay, so this is the hand over hand bit. Now this is where it actually conceivably matters, because if I'm doing a hand over hand or hand under hand thing, right here, I'm holding myself up with a half button grip behind me. And the longer you have a controller outside of the view, typically outside of the view of the headset, the more it's going to gather error until it just throws up its hand and says, I don't know how to fake this properly. Because it would normally have to, on the touch controllers, fake knowing where the controller is when it's behind your head. But with the Quest Pro controllers, I can't trick it because it's self-tracking in my room. It uses the same tech or a very similar tech to the headset, and it's tracking its space in the room independently of the headset without needing the headset at all, which is great. And here again, behind my head. Oh, except I'm losing stamina. Oh, look at that. Again, okay guys, I know you don't expect people to go backwards on this thing, but if I'm reaching behind me, I'd like to be able to grab this. There's just no excuse for not doing that. But anyway, it's not a game breaking problem. Here we go. So I'm gonna fling myself. Fling. There we go. And again, it might come off more often than you think. If you pause here and I'm looking this way, it's not behind my head, but it is sort of behind my head sideways. Like it's not back and over. It could still be relevant if I'm doing a long handoff, like a long stretch, and I'm holding it there for some reason. But if you're doing it fast enough, the other technologies that they have in the touch controllers, the Quest 3 controllers, the headset track controllers, they've got technology in there to, oh, let's do this. Okay. They have the ability to do temporary sort of faked tracking. All right. Like this, when I'm going to do it next with the Quest 3 controllers, probably won't look a lot different unless I force the issue. I was saying get back into the center of my space. Yeah, I'm probably wandering a little too close to my computer terminal. Or recenter the camera with yeah, right. I forgot. It's the left controller's home button does the centering. When you're doing the PC VR over Link, that button doesn't do that. All right, but now I know. Up here. Okay. Yeah, I kind of already did this test in a way when I used the Quest Pro headset with the Quest Pro controllers. And I just discussed this there too. But because more people are likely to have the Quest 3 than the Quest Pro as a headset, I thought I would give this another go and do the same tests. Because people see it in the title and maybe they'll be more interested. Mostly it's just me getting a little exercise. So how am I going to do this? Oops. So every time you put your head through something, it gives you that warning message that you put your head through something. It doesn't try to push you out. All right, I'm going to launch myself. I'm actually going to aim for these. So, okay. That worked okay. Oh, hey buddy, sorry. Now do we go up or down? Let's go down. Now you can climb all over this mountain as much as you like if you're not going for sort of exercise or a time trial, just to go exploring. I don't seem to be able to go up from here, but if I, yeah, that's fine. Oh geez, oh geez. I just kept losing stamina on my hands there. That was entirely my bad. I didn't have chalk on them, and if you run out of stamina on one hand, you can drop down to the other. But I ran out of stamina on both hands, and trying to do a handoff was awkward, and I couldn't get that half putt grip. Fast enough. Oh, I guess I go around the corner here. Do that, right? All right, half putt grip. Brushy, brushy. All right. Where am I going? I'm going up. Fling and grow the. Oh, that was actually a little scary. Whew. All right, that's a thing. And then around to here and up. Sweet. Okay. this mostly with waist pivots actually. A little lower body action going on here, even if it's a little bit artificial. Ooh, that was a long reach. Okay, and then up to here. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So it's going to go down, and I want to get on. And I let myself fall off because I'm an idiot. All right. Quick grab. Okay, so we're going this way. Okay, that's breakable. Oh, I guess I'm going this way. All right. Is there nothing over there? Not even a... No, there's nothing over there. Okay. Ooh, okay, and then around. Okay, so now we've got a challenge. Can we take that route? Self-recentered. Okay. Ooh, I almost lost that. All right. So, left, right, left. No, I want to go right, left, right, left, right, left. I gotta be fast because all those are breakable. So, right, left, right, and up. And then up, and then up. But let's go this way just to make things different. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be really fast and I can't see what's on the other side of this. Imminent death, apparently. Alright. Alright. That one's really broken. Okay. That's going to be a challenge. But, you know, here we go. No, okay, so some of those are, I wonder if it gets easier. Okay, I gotta recenter again. Here we are. Right. Okay. Wonder if I half puck these, they break less. No, okay. So the amount by which you grab them doesn't affect it. So those are just really super breakable, is all that is. And I don't think I can do it quickly enough. So I'm gonna have to fling myself. All right, so here we go. Grab, turn, fling. There we go. Yeah, those are super breakable. I literally had to fling myself and then scramble to stay on the surface. All right. Something you would have to memorize because I couldn't tell from visuals that was going to happen. All right, so let's take a quick look. It's very pretty up here. They often have... Really? Oh, I guess that's what the ramps are for, right? I forgot about that. That's pretty funny. All right. I can't help but think the PCVR version of the Climb 1 just had more in terms of like ambient environmental visuals. I'm a little sad that they didn't create a PCVR version of the Climb 2. I don't think PCVR with the Quest 2 has been given it enough respect because it does it actually pretty well, given the right hardware, which I may be lacking on. Okay, so, yeah. So if anybody has any idea as to why I'm getting kind of crappy casting visuals. Do let me know. I will attempt to reset that. In fact, I'm going to reset that now so that you can see what this looks like when it's actually properly. Except that I haven't done this before. How much charge do I have left on this thing? Ooh, I only have 15% charge. Okay, so let's just get on with this because I'm going to run out of charge before I run out of... so, settings, cast, stop casting. Not good. Alright, cast. Gotta be my router. It has to be my router. Or it could be my... To be fair, it could be my PC not having a fast enough wireless card because it's probably older than my router is. I got a good graphics card in my PC, but not necessarily a good network card. Onboard CPU network, blah. Okay, so let's try to live. I've done this once or twice before, but not often enough. I'm going to try to live swap out my controllers while we're sitting here, while you're waiting, because that's always fun to have happen on stream, right? So unpair. Unpair. All right, let's quickly wander over to, I'm going to drop these back in their charging docks while we're sitting here. Take off the headset. It's probably going to cause grief, but there's only so much dexterity I have. Put the headset back on. Is it going to turn on the tracking or turn on the... it kind of is. All right. Here we go. Add new controller. Pair MetaQuest 3 left. It's this guy. I'll get the casting working again in a second. Bear with me. Okay, done. Right controller. Right controller paired. All right, so see, for a short time, it's actually sensible and then it degrades. Trying to deduce where the flaw is in that is going to take me some time. Anyway, let's get right back on into this. So we're going to do oh, hang on. Oh, and I backed out of the thing that I was going to display. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're going to play again. We're going to use the other controllers this time. We probably won't be able to take the exact same route because I don't really remember. But all right, recenter the camera. So let's there we go. All right, ready? Here we go. Now you can see nothing unusual here. Hang on. Yeah, that's working. That's working. Let's do this. And you shouldn't really notice anything, especially when my hands are up in front of me. Now I went this way. I'm going to try to reproduce this. And as you can see, this is all fluid, so by and large, this doesn't really affect anything. Got it? Oh. Right? All right. this way. And then I went this way and I had to do this. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over to here. Yep, got it. Okay. And then up. I think I went this way, didn't I? Let's go this way. No, I didn't go this way. The reason I didn't go this way is this just gets me, so if I hit the find me a path, it says to go that way. Alright, that's fine. Okay, here we go. So this is where it could matter. So chalk up. Behind my head, wait for it. Actually really good. This has to be outside of where the headset is. Oh, okay, do it again, but exactly behind my head. Okay, now I'm wiggling my hand back and forth above my head, and it's not doing anything to the visuals. The reason for that is I've lost track of the controller. It got the last known by, there it is for just a moment. It's a little bit of a problem when you lose your controller and your head's in the middle of something. So it can happen. So here we go, back over my head. There it is again. I've lost tracking on the controller behind my head. Whoop. Now it doesn't matter. It actually handled it pretty gracefully here. The minute it lost fidelity, this program obviously tracks information about what kind of knowledge the controller has about its position. And the minute it loses even a semblance of a correct position, it just locks it in place and doesn't do anything else particularly clever, and that's fine. So again, but watch this though. If I go behind my head briefly and back and forth, oh, and it did lose it there. Back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't lose it instantly. Now it cannot be tracking through all of it. It just can't because it's outside of the headset. But it's got, I don't know, IMUs in it. It's got maybe some gyros in it. All that kind of good tech that does non-optical tracking, approximations to tracking. But it does not track itself. Behind my head and back. Behind my head the other way and back. You see that? It's doing a very good approximation of where the tracking is. But if I go behind my head and hold it there, and then, yeah, there's some judder there. I'm wiggling it behind my head there. I'm wiggling it behind my head now. And nothing. Right, so, yeah. So it does happen. Does it matter? Not really. I mean, you might get caught up for a brief moment if you're holding yourself there for some reason. But a lot of the time when it's behind your head, you're in a transitory state in this game. You're getting your head out from the problem area quickly. And it just doesn't matter. As you can see, I'm doing this and it's actually looking pretty smooth. Why? Because I'm not leaving my hand that is behind me in control for very long. So mad kudos to the Sensor Fusion guys for being able to fake a controller position. Oh, hello. Don't want to actually disturb him. Archery, you're likely to, which is where I notice it the most, is a place where it's more likely to bite you because you're holding, your hand behind your ear for longer. Maybe some fancy sword swings, possibly. Firing behind you, reaching behind you to to grab a thing or to flick a switch or to signal someone where you can't do it really, really quickly. Or you're reaching out to feel for something sort of with precision positioning. So when it's behind you, you have no guarantee that the position is particularly accurate. Oh, and right off the mountain because I didn't fling myself hard enough. Okay. Oh, I'm going that way. Okay. I think I'm going this way. Yep. Same spot. Why did I do that? Because I'm an idiot. Not winning any bonus points for fluidity of climb here. Just for giggles, should we go up this alternate ramp? Let's do that. Anything down here? No. Yeah, I'm not really noticing any bad behavior, and mostly it's because in this game, which is one of the very few where this is likely to be an issue, it's just so transitory. The problem areas. Edge cases, as you might say. Uh-oh. Around. Can we do this in one go? No, because I fell off the mountain because I'm a moron. I'm gonna go this way this time. Oh, I see you up there, buddy. I've been spooked by you before. So I don't want to leap. I don't want to throw myself up. I want to throw myself around. So I want to grab that and not spook the snake. I have been bitten by him before. They do bite, actually. Oh, let's go this way. No, I went that way last time. Let's go this way. Mix it up a little bit. Coming around this corner. Switch hands. Brushy, brushy. Whoa, hello. Okay, couldn't reach that. And up. Now, how's the stream going? Actually, I'm getting, see, this is it. I'm getting clear visuals on my PC. To Chromecast, because I have to go from here through its Chromecast feature to my PC where I record it with OBS and send it out to you guys. As far as I can tell, peeking under my visor, the PC screen is showing just fine. So, I don't know what to tell you. It's super weird that it occasionally glitches out like that. I guess I just got to keep an eye on it. That didn't used to happen when I was on my Quest 2. It used to happen when I was on my Quest Pro when I was doing that briefly. So, can't tell you why. I don't think it's the Quest 3, but it could be if somehow the casting software on this thing gets into an odd state in terms of compression artifacts and then can't recover for some reason. Oh. They do have some great visuals when you get to the top. Actually, you give great visuals all throughout your climb. Hey, buddy. Wait around here long enough, and occasionally unusual things happen. But I'm not going to. So that was basically my demonstration. I mean, I'm going to keep doing casting of playing this game, but I think that's the last one that I'm going to say I'm comparing these controllers. As far as I'm concerned, for the kinds of games where I think it's going to matter, I just don't think it's going to matter for shooters. I don't think it's going to matter for puzzle solvers, anything where your hands are primarily out in front of you. It's just not going to matter. The only time it's going to matter is when you're doing precision things over a slightly longer than a few moments time out of scope of the headset. It just doesn't happen that often in practice. But when it does, Quest Pro controllers, self-tracking. So there you go. You're going to be going through an awful lot of bikes. I'm just saying. All right. There's an outro screen, very briefly, until I wander over to my PC here. So this has been Code Weaver Plays Games. Outro. There we go. I'll see you in the next stream.